So here we are again at Bonse-Maarten, and it's now the 11th of April 2021, and they are working a little bit more on the infrastructure now. As you can see, they now have these plastic pipes, and they are for sewage, and then there's some more pipes over there. So it is kind of muddy here, so I have to clean my shoes when I get home. But yeah, that looks like something for sewage. So they are working on the infrastructure for some new streets. Oh, this is actually clay where I'm walking in right now. So my shoes get pretty dirty. So another builder has also started on foundations of houses over there near those excavators. But as you can see, they are now making, well, essentially the most basic infrastructure, just creating the sewage systems and other underground infrastructure. Looks like they're placing sewage things over there. So those are the things that they're installing, and these are made by Wavin, and this is an inspection chamber made of polypropylene. I think it's made of plastic. Here's the label. Inspection chamber. Manufacturer Wavin, and this is a certification label that is used in the Netherlands called Komokeur. Something with a manhole. But yeah, these things used to be made of concrete actually, but nowadays they are made of a plastic material. It's just an inspection pit. Oh, that one actually has some connectors over there. They have quite large diameters as well. And there's some of the green pipes. Let's see what this is used for. This is a PVC tube. I think the diameter is, I'm not really sure, but I think it's 315 millimeters. And the pipe is 5 meters long. Yeah, I think diameter 315 millimeters. If I look at that, that seems to be about right. And this connection here looks like it's made of 2 layers of plastic. You've got an internal PVC layer and an external one, and then some sort of foam, very hard foam here. And then a rubber gasket. Not sure what they are going to be used for. Well, this is a project from another builder. This is like the 3rd builder in this estate. This is Nijhuis, and they are also building some terraced houses. But there's something really interesting going on here. As you can see, that wall, the inner wall, is quite thick, whereas the cavity wall that separates the houses is much thinner. It's 2 layers, of course, but those blocks are like 100 millimeters, maybe 120, and then that one is more like 214 millimeters. That's kind of odd. We will have to see later why that is, but yeah, for now it's a bit strange. And also here, this is a strip footing, with calcium silicate masonry units that are glued, so they can erect this very quickly. And then you've got all the various mains and ducts. This looks like an older inspection pit, one that has actually been excavated. It also has a label on it. Let's see what it says. Oh, this is from a different manufacturer. Yeah, that is definitely some old stuff that they've removed. And this is like one of the manhole covers. Just a cast iron manhole cover with a concrete base. So normally these things were always made of concrete, and then they would put this on top of it. That one's definitely older. And over here we have a concrete sewage tube, an old one and a new one that is slightly corrugated. So this one is like completely new. Oh, this one is made in 2018 and it's 500 millimeters diameter. So these houses now have their fold-on roofs installed. So those houses now have the roofs, and just like the other houses, these are fold-out roofs with a very iffy anchoring system that I explained in a previous video how it works. And there is a plank for the tiles, especially for fixing the corner tiles. The roofs actually consist out of two panels, so you've got a panel over there and a panel over there, and there's a little bit of separation between them. And here's like the separating detail between the two houses. They still have to put insulation in there. Well, and here's a house that still doesn't have the roof yet, but here there are two really small wall panels. Look at how small they are. So they must be like, yeah, they have to put them on top of there. As you can see, that one still needs a little top piece, and it's lying over there. And here we've got those really big steel lintels again, and they are like installed over there. Although that one is a bit different. That one is like that. This is just a HEB profile with a strip welded at the bottom. It's quite long. Well, that's definitely, 4 to 5 meters at least. So one makes quite a big span. And as you can see, judging by the size of that wall, that is indeed a very big span. Now we're going to take a look at a little bit of infrastructure. As you can see, they are now making the roads with the asphalt. Also, the houses there now are starting to get the roofs. So as you can see, the dirt is gone and now it's all asphalt, although there is actually sand here on the asphalt. Not really sure why they do that. But yeah, this has just been created a few weeks ago. Yeah, you can see that all the ductwork is also installed now. There's still a big excavator over there. So there in the distance you see the houses with the interesting foundation. Some of the houses now have the roofs installed on them, and also you can see the bracing for the precast walls. But yeah, this time it's about a bit of infrastructure. What we have here is asphalt, and yeah, it's this black stuff, and it's, well, just a mixture of gravel with, well, tar-like material, which is bitumen. And this asphalt is actually made out of several layers. You have this kind of coarser base layer and then the top surface. And I think that the total thickness is about, yeah, less than 10 centimeters. But why they are putting this sand on top of it, I don't know actually. I can still smell a bit of the bitumen. Maybe it's also because of the temperature. But here is like the base layer for the road, and this is just gravel with sand, mostly just compacted debris from demolitions and such. Like you can find small bits of glass in here. Here's a little bit of glass, and well, this is a bit of ceramic material, probably like a bit of brick, then some bit of rock, probably concrete. You find these sort of things here. This is a little bit of old reinforcement, although it's a very thin piece of metal. Could have also been a brick tie. And then little pieces of wood. It's all just sort of old demolition debris that is compacted. And that gives the road a very stable base surface on which they can then create the asphalt layer. There's quite a large variety of like stone material in this debris. This is obviously a bit of old concrete. You can see the cement and the aggregate in it. Different types of very small aggregate. And this is a, well, a bit thicker, coarser aggregate, also concrete. And notice how it has this kind of bluish color. Same with this bit over here. Yeah, that's not very uncommon with concrete actually, especially with higher strength types of concrete. I think it has something to do with certain additives that they put in the cement mix. Additives that kind of like control the temperature development, or the things like plastifiers. So I think this might be caused by the use of well, plastifying agents. And this is a well, it looks like, yeah, some sort of rebar spacer. And we've got a piece of glass again, bit of ceramic. This looks like maybe marble or travertine, some sort of natural stone. Even bits of plastic. So yeah, there's a lot of different types of stone material in this sort of hardcore mix. And here we've got like some posts with some markings. There's probably something underneath there. I don't know what it could be. I don't see any sort of sewage inspection pit or inspection chamber. So I don't know what that is for. Maybe we could find some of the sewage things. Over there are some concrete things that could perhaps be linked with it. Oh, here's probably something, because here's a metal plate. Just a metal sheet that is covering something up. Let's have a peek. Oh, it's heavy. Yeah, there is a pit. That's definitely a sewer. And look at how thick this old field is. How much they have excavated this. That's well, almost like a meter tall. Well, that's an old farmhouse over there. And there used to be a ruin of a farmhouse. And yeah, I'm thinking that will probably go away as well. Because there's some more roads being built there. And there's the excavators and the pavement machine for the asphalt. But yeah, this is the old field. Completely excavated. And here's another piece of rebar. Yeah, this is definitely probably 500 megapascals or 400 megapascals rebar, because it is ripped. It's not a smooth bar but a ripped bar, and it has a very small diameter, like 6 millimeters. So, and here is a duct. Pipe vanel PVC, 110 millimeters diameter and the thickness of 3.2 millimeters. It says kabeldoorvoer, so this is a cable duct. Although I don't see any cables. So there's an excavator. It's quite large. Probably runs on diesel. It's made by Volvo. And here we have more ducts, all grouped together. One orange duct and then two green ones and then a beige one. They all seem to have more or less the same diameter. Yeah, 110 millimeters. And there's more over there. Although the beige one is larger. Yeah, and they're completely filled with sand. Here's some more bitumen. In this bit in particular, I can really smell the bitumen of the asphalt. There's some birds flying away. Hey, there we have some red ducts. Let's see what they are. Oh, this one is also a cable duct. Yeah, because it's red. And this one also has a barcode on it. But I don't see any cables. Well, and here is a manhole cover. And it also has a text on it. It's made by Ogink in Neverdal and it says vuil water. So this is like dirty water. So it's not clean water. So it's probably just sewage. There's another manhole cover. So this manhole cover over here is supported by these concrete rings. That would be those. So they're putting this on top of the sewage inspection chamber, and then the frame for the manhole cover is put on top of this. Look how this is recessed, and it has like two eyelets over here, probably for lifting it. Yeah, it's probably quite heavy. Let's see if there's any markings on it. No. But yeah, this thing would be supported by that. And over there is a pump. And there's some more manhole cover supports, but those are different. So this is the actual like frame. So I think they put that thing on top of that thing, supposedly. It also has the cast iron bit poured into the concrete structure itself. Well, and that is still completely excavated, and they're like pumping groundwater, I think. And here we have various sewage pipes made of concrete. They're made by Kelstra Beton, and this is an inspection sticker, and this is the production date. So this one was made the 4th of January 2021, and it is unreinforced. And it was made in a town called Drachten. CE marking. And this must be like the time that they actually produced it at well, 1400 hours and 39 minutes in the afternoon. And this one was made in the evening. So they actually not only put the date but also the time of manufacturing on this. The inside is very smooth, and then the top here is like corrugated. So that's interesting. This one has corrugations and that one is smooth. But it still has this weird kind of protruded bit over here. And I don't know what that is. So it looks like they are probably extracting groundwater here, considering this piping and then those probes that have been sticked into the ground. So it seems like we have the pumps here. So this is called bronbemaling. This is just a pump that extracts water from the soil. And there you can see the water coming out of it. And then they're even pumping a bit more over there. It's like they have excavated that big hole. So there you have it. That was an update. Well, the infrastructure works. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.